That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
This is Miller. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Byron Jones. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Get his boys down, he's coming.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Down, go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Check.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cowboys' 18-yard line.
54.
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
All day, dog.
59.
Hustle. Mike, 54. Mike, 54.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Forbath out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, what a move. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
He's coming, Joe. Rush in. 54 is Mike. Check. 54. Watch 54. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Right there.
On 1st and 10, Watson steps away to his left. And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Fights through, and now a crease. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 58 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Switch. Check three.
Run for Pollard. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Safety creep. Alert flare.
Switch it, hey.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Angelo Blackson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Forbath will put this one through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 59 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath, the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. They'll run it again with Miller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Switch.
Lamar Miller. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Give me that ball, defense. 54. 59. Give me that ball. Check 43. Mike 38. You must be getting tired. 54. Off. 38.
They'll try the air now with Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll run on 1st down. It's Miller. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Watson on 1st down. Caught left side, Hopkins. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Where's the tag? 19. 53. So don't say nothing. 55.
1st down, a run with Hyde. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down with they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the Cowboys' 10-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd and 5.
I got it. Mike, 53.
Back to throw, Watson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 17 yards out. And the Texans get a bit closer.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
They go for just one here as it's up and good, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 75 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, Watson, and he'll find Akins there, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They go back to the ground now with Miller. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
That's another Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll run high. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Second down and goal. Watson, he completes this into the hands of Miller. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller, and he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They'll run. It's Miller, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller taking it in, and the Texans cut into that lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They'll run with Pollard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Kill. 47. That's it.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Get out there. 41's coming.
Throwing here, Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
After the interception, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Check 53. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. down, he's coming.
Watson. And he will find his man on the outside. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Check 99. Check 99.
Hey, 59.
Now it's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Check 53. Drop deep, drop deep. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Now Watson. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Let's go. Let's do it.
But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Houston, good night, everybody.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me, cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Houston Texans. This one taken from the 7. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Check 41. Better bring.
We're going to 54. Why ain't?
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. Kill.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call. Officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Watch his flat. Check. Go. Check. 55 to Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Under.
Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Switch it, hey. You think you gonna get this?
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch twist.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
41, Mike. 41. Go 46. That's drunk. Hey, 41, Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Prescott to throw it. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Phillip Gaines there defensively. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 34.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check the backer. Shoot.
Here we go. Go to 54. Line 8. Here we go. Go to 54. Line 8.
Pollard going to try the right side. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Kill.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40.
Kill. Under. Here we go, 46.
Be good. Hatch it.
26.
Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Here we go, 47.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Here we go, night-night. Time to go, night-night. Slow. 41. We got to win.
26.
A second down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 40 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Reset. 19.
You ain't going nowhere.
On 1st and 10, Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Through one quarter, 9-7 our score.
With the score, Cowboys 9, Texans 7.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott, and that's Elliott, complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's got his target, it's Cobb. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Watch the eye.
Here we go, 47. 26.
The first down carry by Elliott. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
At the 46-yard line.
Hey, pick your game up.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Line 8.
Go.
26.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that takes us from second to third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Silver. Hey, check Mike 33. Check.
Switch it, hey.
Mike, check 33. 33. Let's go.
There we go, kill. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds his man. It's Austin. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. On first down, Pollard. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Now a give, right side. Pollard looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Prescott from the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
On second down, here's Miller. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. They are going for it. Here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. On second down, it's Miller. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Reset. 19. Come forward.
Watch that in. Got it right.
Out of the gun, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. On second down at 4, Watson. He's got Fuller. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Fairbairn able to put this one through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Rush in. 31. Rush in. Alert.
From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. He'll run it. Finding room at the 30. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Watson now to throw. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Third and long, it's Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They're going for it. It's Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Miller. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Stills, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 2nd down now. It's Miller down to the 30 after a gain of 3. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. It's complete to Fuller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 30 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Prescott down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 3.
On first down, Pollard. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
52, whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Motion, 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 motion. Motion, motion. Watch out.
We're going to 54. 1-8.
Switch, switch, switch. Check.
We're going to 53.
Check, 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 check. Save, save, save.
On third down, Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Check tight. Check 37. Check 37. 41's coming.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
They keep it with Miller on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Watson. It's complete. Stills. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Texans.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cowboys' 34-yard line.
And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mark 38. Mark 38.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
54, right there, right there. 54, 55.
26. 54. Mike 54.
Watson now to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Robert Quinn in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. On 4th down, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Watson now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. This is Miller. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Now Watson. And he's got it. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller in the final minute as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Prescott to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go, 47.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as he'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Prescott now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Mike, 6.
Here's Prescott. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Gun.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
At the 31-yard line.
Here we go. Wide eight.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Under.
Off the field. Kill. Turn it up.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 36.
Here's Pollard again. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a third down and 6. Big play coming up.
Let's go right here. Hey, check 20.
Here we go. Going to 53. Here we go. Going to 26.
Run for Pollard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2.
Hey, let's get that ball. Let's get that ball right here.
They'll run with Miller. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now Watson, his first throw of OT. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Miller, he's had a big workload here tonight. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went.
Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you don't see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred.
Meaning credentials.
Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls.
In the instrumental.
Are you ready?
Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's
fool?
a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
Simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady.